Allowing yourself to breathe in and out of your nose. And give yourself here a moment for your own intention to feel your body breathing once more. And then gently bring palms together, thumbs resting right at heart center, Anjali Mudra, sealing in your own intention and your breath, taking a full inhale. And opening the mouth, exhaling. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and ease the palms down here. I'm going to back up just a little bit here. So going back into your seat, you can switch out the cross of your legs if you need to. We've been sitting for a moment. Let's go ahead and just do a few sun breaths. So inhale, reach and stretch up. Exhale, thumbs come down. Good. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, thumbs come down. Last one, inhale, reaching up, stretching up. Exhale, thumbs come down. Nice. And then let's plant the left hand down, reach the right arm up and over. So bicep facing ear, palm facing the floor. Spend just a moment here. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, but just experiencing the breath here on the right side of your body. Continually drop that right shoulder down. Let it relax, relax the left shoulder also. Good. And then circle that arm down and around. So you may, as you go here, feel that fluid kind of moving down the arm into fingertips. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and reverse. Move that circle in the other direction. Continually keeping that flow of breath. Most important thing we do, even if you're doing none of what we're doing physically, the breath is the most important thing. Last circle brings you all the way up, back, over, and around. Let both palms rest down on the knees, close the eyes. Just take a moment here to notice right versus left. This is the secret to being in the moment. It's just right shoulder versus left shoulder, keeping it so simple. And then right palm plants down, left arm sweeps up and over. Again, both shoulders just consciously drop. Nice deep breaths into left side body. Good. Drop that right shoulder also. Breathe in and out of your nose. Lots of room for expansion in that left lung, left rib cage. Feel the ribs spreading with a deeper breath. Good. And now let's circle left arm down and around. So as you circle, again, perhaps you feel that synovial fluid moving down the arm into fingertips. That is just that healing, nourishing fluid that lubricates the joints. Beautiful. And then let's circle the arm in the other direction. Big, beautiful circles. Good. And then taking one more circle to bring yourself all the way up, back, over, and around, sitting in center, eyes closed. Again, notice left versus right. Let's take a cleansing breath, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and move forward to hands and knees to table pose. So if you have sensitive knees, then please feel free to pad your knees up with a blanket to keep them nice, safe, and protected. And once you come to hands and knees, just spread your palms nice and wide, and then you'll just start to move through cat-cow. So inhale, belly drops down, heart lifts, and then exhale, round the spine. So make the movement yours with your breath. Doing our best to keep those breaths even. So you can go even back into counting if that helps you. In to drop down, belly, heart, chest lifting. Exhale to round. As you move between these two shapes, notice the contrast. Feel the stretching of the chest, the heart, the belly button. And then again, the stretching of the upper, middle, maybe even lower back as you go the opposite direction. And going back to breath, keeping it in and out of the nose. as well as you can. We may lose that, but you just come back. It's okay. It's no big deal. Notice the texture below your palms. And this is a good one if you ever have low back pain. This is just a great thing to do when you first wake up in the morning, or if you've been sitting for a while. It's very good to get all those fluids moving into the back. Let's just go a couple more here. Good. Let's find a neutral table. And from the neutral table, plant your palms, reach that right leg back behind you. Keep the right toes facing the earth, right hip bone facing the earth. Keep your neck nice and long. Sometimes the neck really wants to get involved here. And then let's bend that right knee, bring the knee out to the side, flex the foot, and then take some big hip circles here. So just imagine you're drawing a big circle with that knee joint. Yeah, good. That same fluid that we moved into the shoulders, we're moving now into the hip joint. Good. And then go ahead, reverse, move the knee in the other direction. Make sure you're breathing. Check in with your neck and shoulders and your jaw, all those places. One more big circle. Let's bring that right knee down and then walk your hands forward about one handprint here in front of those shoulders. Let's circle the hips around. So we encourage that fluid to integrate into the spine. And if circling doesn't feel good, you can always just move back to cat-cow, always. Let's circle the other way. Good. One more big circle here. And then gently move your way back to table pose, hands and knees. And then when you're ready, go ahead, reach and stretch that left leg back behind you, flex through the left foot, keep your neck nice and long. Breathing in and out of the nose. So a lot of times our neck and shoulders get tense because we're just kind of cranking them. We don't even know it's happening. It's very unconscious. And then let's flex the left foot, bring the knee out to the side, and then circle that knee around. So again, encouraging that hip joint. And checking in with the hands, the elbows, the face, making sure everything is nice and easy as much as we can. Good. Let's circle the knee in the other direction. And stay present with where you are. Stay present with the breath. In and out of the nose. And then last circle. Let's come all the way to left knee on the earth. Good. And then let's cat-cow just a little bit here before we do a little bit with the shoulders on the earth. Good. And then moving to a neutral spine. You're going to take your left palm to the earth right underneath your nose. And then you're going to reach and stretch that right arm open. And then take a few circles here with that right arm. Either direction is fine. Good. And then let's switch the direction of your circle. Making sure you're breathing. Good. And then open that arm all the way back up. We're going to thread the needle. So you're going to bring that right shoulder to earth here. You can come onto your right ear. You can take the left hand anywhere that you want. You can reach it out in front of you. You can wrap it open onto that right hip. Most important thing here is your breath, as I always say. If you're breathing in a way that activates the sympathetic nervous system, which is the more on alert part of yourself, and your body is not able to relax and release what you need it to release. One more breath here. Gently bring the left hand back to earth if it's not already there. Press it into the earth. Give your right arm a big counter stretch. And then Bring that right hand down. From here, let's move back to a down dog for a couple breaths, or if you'd rather stay on hands and knees, you can cat-cow for a little bit, but just give yourself a little integration and a moment to notice the right shoulder versus the left. So whichever shape you choose, totally fine. You can even take a child's pose if you wish. And in whatever chosen shape you're in, take a big inhale, hold the breath in, and a big exhale. Beautiful. Moving your way back to hands and knees, nice and slowly. This time you're gonna plant the right palm to the earth, right underneath your nose, and then reach and stretch that left arm up. Big stretch here. And then you're gonna pick a direction to circle that left arm. Either one doesn't really matter. Good. And then reverse, moving the arm in the opposite direction. Nice. And then let's take the left arm open to the sky, inhale. And then exhale, threading the needle, bringing that left shoulder blade down, doing whatever feels best for you with the right arm. You can bring it out in front of you, bring it like a little kickstand, or wrap it open onto the left hip. Coming into your shape and then sending some breath into the back of the left shoulder. So we send the breath, kind of encouraging release, encouraging that letting go. Nice. One more breath here. Good. Now slow exhale, bringing right hand to touchdown. Bring left hand to touchdown. Let's move spine a little bit. So cat-cow just a little bit here. Good. And then we will move back to a down dog, or if you would prefer a child's pose, you can do that. Either one, child's pose or down dog, you are encouraging the spine to stretch. So notice your breath in your chosen shape. Can you feel your shoulder blades expand with a deeper breath? Can you feel the breath going all the way down into your lowest belly, the diaphragm? And these are just questions. If the answer is no, then that's fine, right? We are just training the mind to be present with the body, because when we are here and present with what is actually happening, there's no room for those feelings of anxiety or fear. Good. And then when you're ready, from wherever you are, you're going to bend your knees, walk up to the front side of your mat, find your forward fold, head below the heart. If you feel sensation in the low back, especially those of you with low back stuff, bend your knees, widen the feet, get the head below the heart, nice gentle inversion, and then notice your neck. Allow the neck to be nice and long, crown of head reaching down towards the earth. Nice deep breaths. Good. Now press into your feet. Inhale, lengthen your torso. Nice flat back. Exhale to fold. Good. We're going to do two more. So inhale, neck stays long, spine stays long. Try not to lock out the knees. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to fold. And from here, plant your palms. You're going to bend your knees, step your left foot back to a lunge here. So right foot forward, left foot back. And then kind of lift your chest and heart here. Now, from here, you're welcome to lower that left knee down if you want to, or you can keep it up if you want to challenge the balance a bit, but feet are hip width apart. You're going to inhale and reach, stretch those arms up. Relaxing shoulders. Keep pulling the outer right hip back. Press back through the left heel if your left knee is on the earth. Most important thing, as I say, breathe. Nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. Good. Always option to lower left knee if needed. One more inhale, reaching up, stretching up and back just a little bit if you can. And then exhale, hands go down, framing the right foot. Now everyone lower the left knee. And then you're gonna back your hips up, come onto that right heel. So flex through your right foot, pull the pinky toe edge side of your right foot back towards the hip. Check in with your neck, your face, shoulders, jaw. Let everything relax. And then you can always bend this right knee if you need to. So it's okay if the leg isn't straight. You can grab a pillow or something to bring underneath your hands. If the earth is just not right there, it's totally fine. Let's take one more breath. Pull that pinky toe edge side of right foot back towards the hip. Good. And now bend into the right knee. Let's curl your left toe under. Lift the left knee off the floor. And then you're going to plant your palms, go back to plank, or just drop those knees down, go to table. Good. And then from your plank or your table, you're going to make your way down to your belly. Nice and slow. Good. Once you get down on the belly, move the thumbs back in line with your pectoral muscles. Squeeze your shoulders together. Press your palms down. Inhale, cobra. You don't have to come up very high at all. Exhale, lower. Touch your forehead to earth. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lower. This is also super good for the low back. And last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. And then go back into a child's pose. So child's pose, either knees wide, big toes touching, or lay your belly right there on top of the thighs. Give yourself a moment here to notice, again, something that's actually happening. Texture below your palms, temperature of air outside of the nose. Where are you? Sometimes I have to remind myself, I'm in my body, I'm on my yoga mat, I'm here, I'm breathing, all is well. Good, and now you're gonna gently make your way up to table pose. And then from table, you can either stay there for a moment, cat-cow, or we're gonna go up and back into the downward facing dog. Again, always optional to do the down dog. You can just stay in hands and knees doing cat-cow. Nice deep breaths. In and out of the nose. Good, now either from table or down dog, wherever you are, you're gonna go back to that forward fold at the front side of your mat. Take your time getting there. Again, let the head hang heavy. It's always interesting to check in with the neck. A lot of times we're just looking, right? We're just looking around. That's okay. It's a natural human being thing. But in our practice, we give our neck permission to rest, permission to stop searching. Good. Slide hands to shins or knees. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to fold. And then you're going to bring those hands to earth. Bend your knees. Right foot's going to go back to the lunge. So again, option to bring that right knee down to earth if you would like to. Wherever you are, those feet are hip width apart. You're pulling outer left hip back. You're going to take an inhale, kind of lift your chest. And then when you're ready, arms can also come up to reach. Good. Once you get up there, if you're like, I really want to bring my right knee down, do it. Relax your shoulders, your face. Notice if your left toes are gripping the earth. Good. If your right knee is off the earth, press back through the right heel. Pull the outer left hip back. Beautiful. One more inhale, kind of reach up, stretch back, full breath here. And then exhale, hands go down, framing left foot, right knee lowers. If it's not already down, back up those hips, come onto your left heel, flex your left foot, baby Hanuman. Good, so pulling left pinky toe edge of foot back towards hip. You can bend the left knee if you need to, totally fine. Lots of space to breathe. Neck is long. Jaw unclenched. Check in with your hands. Good, one more breath here. Press back into the left foot. Hands to frame left foot, curl right toe under. And we're gonna go back again to either plank pose, or you can do plank with your knees down, just holding there for a moment. Neck stays long, breath nice and full. And then again, lower to your belly. And once you come down to your belly, thumbs back in line with the chest, tops of feet pressing into the earth. Inhale to just one back bend this time. You don't have to come up very high. Let's exhale back to child's pose. Coming to child's pose, just notice for a moment that contrast, the contrast of the back bend versus just being here. Feeling texture below your forehead, temperature of air outside of the nose. And we'll just take a nice releasing breath, big inhale, holding in, and exhale. Moving forward again to either your table pose or your down dog. This next thing that we will do here, you can do from either table or from downward dog, completely up to you. I'm gonna do from down dog, but you can stay in table if you wish. You're gonna reach and stretch your right leg back behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip. Now, especially if you're in down dog, put a little bitty bend into the left knee. Nice deep breaths here. Good. And then let's go ahead and step the right foot through between the hands. You're gonna peel your left heel down, cartwheel your way up to warrior two. So I'm gonna turn to face you guys here. Good. So warrior two, you're gonna have your right heel either intersecting your left arch or your left heel. Right knee is bending. Eyes are looking right out over the right middle finger, and they're just softening there. Good. Notice something actually happening right now, like your heartbeat. Can you feel it? Notice those right toes. Are they gripping the earth? One more breath. Sit down a little deeper if you can. Relax those shoulders. And then hands to hips or waist. Straighten out your right leg. Let's turn the toes. And then we're going to go right to the left side. So turn your left foot to the left. Either have heel to arch or heel to heel. Right foot slightly pigeon-toed in. And then sit down to your warrior two. Strong pose. Now, your pose doesn't have to look anything like my pose at all. Trust me on this. Just be in your body. Be in the shape. Let your eyes gaze right out over the left middle finger. That's your drishti. It's your focal point. We use that to soften. The body is strong. The eyes are soft. The mind is calm. Beautiful. Hands to hips or waist. Let's go ahead, straighten out left leg, turn the toes. Now, leave your feet wide, outer edges of feet parallel with outer edges of mat, and then circle your hips around. Good. Another thing that is really good for your low back, these really big hip circles. And then switch, change direction. Beautiful. And come all the way back to center here. Then we're going to turn that right foot again. Okay, slightly pigeon toe in left foot, strong left leg. Bend the right knee, come all the way down. This time we're going to move to side angle. So welcome to just stay here, warrior two, if you'd like to. Right forearm to right thigh, left arm sweeps up and over. Now deepen your breath. Really relax both of the shoulders. Try not to grip with those right toes at all. See if you can expand into the left side body. Imagine opening up the left hip towards the ceiling. Try to breathe all the way down to your lowest belly. Good. Now keep your legs really strong. You're going to inhale back to your warrior two. Hands to hips or waist. Straighten out right leg, turn the toes. Let's turn your left toes, slightly pigeon toe in right foot, get heel to archer, heel to heel alignment. Bend into that left knee. Let's come all the way down, warrior two. Eyes looking right out over the left middle finger. Good. And then forearm to thigh, arm reaching up and over if you wish, or you're welcome to stay up here just in warrior two. Checking out those left toes, making sure they're not gripping, hanging on to anything. Big opening through that right side body. Think about opening up the right hip, right lung, right rib cage, lots of expansion there. Nice, guys. Keep your legs really strong and then inhale back up. Awesome. Hands to hips or waist. Straighten out left leg, turn your toes. And then outer edges of feet parallel to outer edges of mat. One of my feet always creeps in front of the other, so adjust if you need to. Hands are on hips or waist. Inhale, chest, heart lifts. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So bring your hands wherever feels comfortable. Check in with the back of your neck. So really allowing the head to hang nice and heavy. Gentle inversion. Head below heart. Nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. Good. And then slowly bringing those hands up onto your waist or your hips. Take a big inhale, come all the way up. Awesome. Exhale at the top. And then you can start to heel toe your feet closer together. Good. Nice. We're going to do two standing poses here. So first one, Utkatasana chair pose. So bring the hands out in front of you. And then you're going to bend your knees, come all the way down to sit here. Good. Now this is perfect. It's enough, trust me. If you want to play around with balance, you can come up onto the balls of your feet, lift your heels. When that happens, notice what happens to your shoulders. So they also pop up there into the ears. Check in with your breath. See if you can sit down a little deeper. Awesome, guys. Heels down and fold. Head below the heart. Try to let the torso lengthen as much as possible. You can bend those knees, widen those feet, do whatever you need to do here. Notice the breath. Good. And then you'll inhale, lengthen your torso. And exhale, fold. Press into your feet, inhale, reaching up, stretching up, big, tall, long spine. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Good. Drop the hands down. Let's do one balancing pose here. So you'll press into your left foot, come to the ball of your right, Vrikshasana tree pose. So you can start here, very simple, heel to inside of leg, okay? This is enough. If you would like to, you can bring foot up to that calf muscle, okay? If you'd like to, you can bring your foot to your thigh. As I always say, you gotta choose a place above or below the knee joint, okay? Last little thing here, hands. You can bring them to heart center. You can reach them up. If you're reaching, really pay attention to the shoulders. Pay attention to your breath. Good. Nice. Now slowly, gently, hands come all the way down. Right foot comes down. Now just close your eyes. Try not to move around too much. That's the challenging part here, is wanting to move around. Cleansing breath. Letting go of that first side. Good. Now hands to hips for balance if you wish, pressing into right foot, coming to ball of left, and then choosing your tree on this side. So heel to inside of leg. There you can bring to calf muscle, even up to thigh. Good. So find your shape. Choose what you want to do with your hands. You can leave them on the hips. You can bring them up. So trees, I like to say wave in the wind. They all move around. There's no perfectly still trees, right? So it's okay if you wobble a little bit. Just make sure you're breathing. Shoulders, the face, everything is not trying to do the pose for you. One more breath. Good. Slow hands come down. Left foot comes down. Close eyes, hands, palms face open, and try not to move around. You'll feel a settling that just happens naturally when we don't move around so much. Often we are over moving, overworking. Cleansing breath to let go. And then you're going to inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, slowly fold, try to hinge from your hips, bend your knees as you need to. You're going to inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale to fold. Let's plant palms, walk back to a plank pose. Always option to drop knees, opting out of plank if you wish. And then lowering to belly. Thumbs in line with chest. Inhale, back bend. Cobra, up dog, whichever. Exhale back, child's pose. Once more, coming back to this resting place. What can you bring your attention to this time that you have not already noticed? Can you expand the breath all the way down into the lowest belly and maybe feel the low back stretching just a little bit? Maybe. Good. And when you're ready, let's go all the way back to either downward facing dog or to table pose. It is entirely up to you which one you choose. Sometimes just go with your gut feeling. It's like, just because you can quote unquote do something, it doesn't mean you have to. It's one of those permission things, right? And then from either downward facing dog or table, you're going to reach and stretch the left leg back behind you, bend the knee, open the hip. Now, if you're in down dog, pay attention to the right hip crease. Pay attention to a little bitty bend in that right knee. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Now you're going to step the left foot through. This time, lower your right knee. Okay. So you're going to spin your right heel behind the right knee, and you're going to come up like this. So your left heel is going to be in line with your right knee. Now, if you have sensitive knees, go ahead and pad up that right knee. You may need to on this one. Yeah, typically I do. Good. So from here, inhale, reach the arms out, and then exhale. Go ahead, bring the left forearm or elbow to the thigh, right arm up and over. So this is just a deeper version of side angle. It can be even deeper if you wish, if you want to reach down, taking the left palm to the floor. You can use the left elbow to press the knee back a little bit. You're really going to get into that inner hip, inner groin area. Make sure you're breathing, whatever you choose to do, hand wherever. It doesn't matter if it touches the floor today. You're still going to get the perfect stretch for your body. Good. And big inhale, let's come up. You're going to come either onto your left heel or the inside edge of your left foot. You're going to move to Padangusana, gate pose here. So inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, left hand on the leg, right arm up and over, relaxing right shoulder. Nice deep breath. Good. Now we're going to take a big inhale to sweep those arms all the way up. You're going to exhale, bring your hands out in front of you. Now we're going to move into a twist similar to the one we started with. So this time you're going to bring the left hand down. You're going to reach and stretch that right arm up. Big, big stretch here. And then bring that right shoulder to the earth. Left hand, left arm goes wherever is comfortable here. If you can reach your left big toe, go for it. I can almost reach mine. Good. Whatever you want to do with the left palm, totally fine. Deep twist all the way down into the waist. Good. Now slowly bring the left hand to touch back down to earth. If it's not already there, press it into the earth. Bring right hand back. Okay. And then you're going to start to walk your way back around to table pose. Either move through a little cat-cow here, or circle hips, or take down dog, whichever. Yogi's choice. Good. Now we're going to move into that right side. I'm just going to kind of turn to face camera here. So you're going to have your right foot is going to be the one that's bent. The knee is going to be bent. Your left knee, you're going to be propped on that. Okay. And you're going to have more than likely the right heel in line with the left knee. You'll inhale, reach arms out, exhale, elbow to leg, and then left arm sweeps up and over. So this, you have a deeper floor or side angle. You can always bring that hand down to the earth. Just pay attention to the right or the left hip, making sure it's not kind of sinking down. You want to keep it open. The goal of the shape is to stretch deeper through left side body. Pay attention to low back also. If it bothers your low back, come out a step, okay? Good. Hug the foot and the knee into the earth to inhale, come up. Good. And now you're going to come onto either the right heel or the right side of your foot. Bring the right hand down, left arm up and open, Padikasana gate pose. Again, think about the hips, this time maybe even as having little headlamps on each of them, trying to shine the light straight out in front of you. Good, nice deep breaths wherever you are, just be with it. Good, big inhale, sweep those arms up. And now you're gonna exhale, bring those hands down and out in front of you. This time your right palm is gonna plant down, that left arm is gonna sweep up, big stretch here, and then start to bring that left shoulder to earth. You take the right hand wherever you feel most comfortable. You can play around and walk that foot towards the hand if you want to. No big deal. I always say in my classes, you have the rest of your life or your day to touch your own foot. So if it doesn't happen in the pose, it's no big deal. Deep in breath all the way to the belly. Good. And slowly bring right palm to touch back down if it's not already there. Bring it all the way up. And now you're gonna walk back around here to table pose. Let's take just a few cat-cows here. Integrating. And from where you are, let's just make our way down to the belly. Doesn't have to be in any kind of a fancy way. We're just gonna do one more little back bend here. So thumbs in line with chest, tops of feet to earth. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale, lower back down. You're going to turn over onto your back here. So come all the way to lay down on the back. Bring your soles of your feet together. Let the knees open. Take your hands wherever they feel comfortable. You can face them up towards the ceiling. Taking some nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. Noticing where you feel the breath here. Good. And now let's just bring knees to hug into chest. You're welcome to circle the knees around if you'd like to, or you can simply pull the knees in. Try to keep the neck long to the earth. Try to get the breath all the way down into your lowest belly. Good. Release hands, bring them all the way out to the side, palms facing open. Let's bring knees over to left side. So just an easy knee down twist. If you would like to take a different twist variation, you're welcome to do so. You can look away from the knee, so looking towards right. Try to keep the chin away from the shoulder. Just spend a little bit of time breathing into a twist, very powerful. Good. And now you're going to slowly pull those knees up towards your body. Pause in the center before twisting the other side. Just give yourself that awareness of, oh, I've twisted one side, but not the other. How does that feel? We find space between moments, when we find space between poses, and that shows up sometimes off the mat, which is the goal. Palms facing ceiling, opening, knees towards right. You can look towards left. Again, if you took a different twist variation on first side, feel free to take that here. Breathing all the way down into the belly. Beautiful. Now bring those knees all the way back in. You can circle them. You can do whatever you want to do here. This is kind of the final little movement that we do before we come to Shavasana, the resting place. We'll do a little guided meditation here. And so when you are ready, you'll just go ahead, find a place to rest. Now, if you are uncomfortable lying flat, if it bothers your back, you can sit up in a chair. You can bring pillows underneath the knees. Just give yourself a moment here to find a comfortable place. Once you find that comfortable place, let's just take a deep inhale in through your nose. Hold it in for a moment. And then you're going to open your mouth, exhale, release your physical practice. Letting it all go. Moving back to breathing in and out of your nose, and then slowly just bringing that field of awareness down into the toes. As you rest your awareness on the toes, perhaps you feel a bit of a warmth there, just that energy attention. Allowing that to drift down into the soles of the feet, feeling a warming in the soles of the feet. Slowly drawing to the heels, feeling the heels touching the earth, and then giving your feet permission to rest, relax, release the tops of the feet, everything. Heels dropping down, toes flopping open, completely relaxed. Moving now to the ankles. Allowing the ankles to rest and relax. Bringing your awareness to the calf muscles. If there's any kind of holding happening there, it's all mostly unconscious. Just allow it to be heavy, to release, to be held now by the earth. Coming to shin bones, the awareness of the shin bones in the leg, and then letting them be heavy as though you could just drop them right through the earth. Heaviness of the calves, the shins, now moving to that awareness of the kneecaps. Imagining that warmth encasing the knees, kind of like a warm blanket, spreading slowly back around behind the knees, allowing them to open, relax. Moving to the thigh bones. First, the area behind the thighs, the hamstrings, letting go of any holding happening there. Moving to the upper thigh bones. Again, that awareness of the upper thigh bones in the leg, and then just letting them drop down almost through the earth. And coming up to the quadriceps, tops of the thighs, allowing them to release any holding. Again, nice and easy. The entire, both of the legs, as heavy as possible. Just surrender the weight of the legs from the thighs to the knees to the toes, everything heavy. Moving that awareness to the hip bones and the pelvis, that warmth, that energy there, allowing the pelvis to release all held energy. Coming to lower back, feeling the lower back gently release onto the earth, that trust, the letting go. Coming to the lowest belly, feeling the inhale provide a lift, the exhale provide a settling, a resting. Feeling the belly expand on the inhale, fall with the exhale. Ribs gently lifting, inhale. Gently falling, exhale. Moving into the heart space. Again, feeling that warmth of your awareness. Feeling the chest and heart expand with that healing warmth, the light, the inhale. The exhale, the chest and heart relaxing, lowering. As your awareness rests here on the heart space, the chest, perhaps imagining the breath as a light flooding the entire body on the inhale, falling on the exhale. Moving up to shoulder blades, back behind the heart, again, feeling that spreading happening on the earth, falling. Then relax the entire torso, the legs, the toes, everything. Moving your awareness gently now into the fingertips. Feeling that tingling, that awareness there. Moving now into palms of hands. Warmth spreading from palms of hands, dripping around to backs of hands. Completely letting go of anything, any holding unconsciously or consciously. Moving to wrists, forearms, elbows. Again, that warmth encircling, encasing elbows up to upper arm bones, biceps releasing. Gentle awareness moving all the way to tops of shoulders now to throat, feeling the inhale dragging across the throat. The exhale dragging across the throat. Moving to jaw, allowing teeth to separate. Tongue to be nice, heavy in the mouth. Gentle breath moving in and out of the nose, feeling maybe just the subtle temperature of air right outside of the nose. Moving up to eyes, letting the eyes relax. Any holding in forehead, letting it broaden. Coming up to the very top of the head. Now bringing your awareness there as you feel a warmth there at the very top of the head. Allowing that to spread over the entire body and imagining surrendering the entire body, back of the head, shoulders, torso, legs, hands and feet into the earth. Imagining you could just fall right through. Maybe even feeling the earth below you, the warmth that radiates from the earth, the layers of the earth down to the center. Taking in a big inhale, holding breath in. Opening throat, exhaling. Little tiny movements, fingers, toes, growing into perhaps a big giant stretch, reaching through hands, fingers, arms, toes, like you're waking up from a glorious nap. Hugging the knees back to chest. Warm, gentle embrace. Moving to your favorite side. Again, just resting, pausing there for one moment. Bringing yourself all the way up into a nice seat, slowly. Okay, we've been resting for a moment. So coming to your seat, bringing palms together, letting thumbs rest right at heart center, just a final moment here, revisiting your intention and also noticing the energy in your body here, contrasting it to the first time that we sat this way. Maybe noticing how it's a different kind of energy than it was not so long ago. And sealing in this feeling of peace, calm, your intention, so that it is there later when you need it. Taking a full inhale, opening the mouth, exhaling. Jai Bhagwan, namaste. Thank you all so much for coming, practicing today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be back here again on Thursday at noon Eastern time, Saturday noon Eastern time. So yeah, thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day.